Hi, I'm Dr. Mike DeBoard, president of B3 Sciences. Over the last 8 years, I've seen thousands of people get incredible results with BFR, blood flow restriction training. I've seen people gain muscle, add strength, lose weight, burn fat, and perform better. But then I get a lot of health questions. And a common one is, hey, Dr. Mike, can this help me with blood sugar, insulin resistance, adult onset diabetes? The answer in science is yes. And the answer from what I've seen in 8 years is also yes. Here's the key. Nobody understands it. I'm going to explain it to you. Imagine the average American diet that consumes 100 grams of sugar. Here's what you need to know. What happens to this sugar? Where does it go when it is absorbed into the digestive system and gets into your bloodstream? Stay tuned to this series on blood sugar, and I'm going to break down for you how BFR could have a significant impact on your blood sugar health. Dr. Mike back here for how you can improve blood sugar health. We're talking about 100 grams of dietary sugar getting digested into your bloodstream. Where does it go? 25% is used for immediate energy. I'm talking right now. That's energy. Another 20% is stored in the liver as a backup energy supply. So if I haven't had anything to eat in a couple hours, I've got this backup energy system right here. And up to approximately 5% can be used for fat storage. Here's the secret. 50% of this dietary intake of sugar is supposed to be used for your muscles. Stay tuned. I'm going to share with you why this could be the problem in your blood sugar issues. Dr. Mike talking to you about blood sugar health. We've got 100 grams of sugar coming in, and we've broke it down to 50% of that intake of sugar is supposed to be used to fuel your muscles. What does that mean? Well, you have two types of muscle fibers, fast twitch and slow twitch. The fast twitch are what you need to pay attention to. They are used for high intensity exercise, like running or lifting or doing hard physical labor. So if you're not doing that type of exercise, where does this 50% of the sugar go? That becomes a problem. This sugar has nowhere to go, and it elevates in your bloodstream, starting to cause problems. We're talking about the 50% of your dietary intake of sugar being converted into muscle glycogen to fuel your muscles. Here's the problem. Many people do not do strength training or high intensity exercise or labor. So they're never using this sugar glycogen in the muscle. The muscle cell is full, but the body wants to get rid of this extra glycogen. It wants to put it in the muscle. So with insulin, it comes to the muscle, and the muscle says, hey, we can't use this glycogen, and it blocks it. That's another term for insulin resistance. The sugar cannot get into the muscle because you're not using the sugar glycogen that's already there. You're not doing strength training. This then becomes a problem. You have all this excess sugar that cannot be used to go into the muscle cell. And then you get insulin resistance and high levels of blood sugar. We're talking about the muscle cell being full of glycogen and blocking or not accepting the new glycogen or sugar. Thus, this 50% of your dietary intake of sugar has nowhere to go. I have a blood flow restriction band on. When you do BFR, it creates the burn feeling or lactic acid. Where does that come from? When your muscle cell uses sugar for fuel, you feel the burn. If you do BFR and feel the burn for 2 or 3 minutes, you use up a big percentage of this dietary sugar that's been stored in your muscle. Now the muscle cell immediately says, we need sugar. and it opens up the cell for this sugar to flow in, and you're no longer insulin resistant in the muscle cells. And the 50% of the sugar that's supposed to be used for your muscles has a place to go. It no longer circulates and causes problems. This is why studies show that BFR will help control blood sugar and improve blood sugar metabolism.